ladies, and only ladies, because only beautiful ladies watch this show. Welcome back to the Joe Levy experiment. We're going to actually stick with a more political video this time. Nothing too partisan. I'm not going to say which side is better than the other, but I really enjoyed making that Kamala Harris video a couple weeks ago. I think the fans really enjoyed it. I got a lot of compliments from people. I know my grandparents really enjoyed it. And they're the dead ones, obviously. But yeah, we're going to make, now that, I don't know if you guys saw the news, but Kamala Harris has officially accepted the nomination to be the candidate for the Democratic Party. I'm pretty sure Donald Trump has already accepted the Republican Party candidate application submission job interview. So we officially have the people who are running to be president of this country. So what's interesting about people who run for president is every year there's around like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 like crazy people that run for president, right? There's also a bunch of outcasts who run for president, a bunch of losers, a bunch of nobodies, and they want to be the man. Because everyone wants to be the man, or in this case, woman in charge. And there's always some people that think, hey, if that fucking idiot could do it, why can't I? And I gotta respect that. You gotta respect the tenacity and the self-belief that I could be president. I could be that person. So, in this video, we're gonna be mocking them and making a fool out of them and pointing them, go, ha ha ha, you thought you could be president? No, you're weird. Nobody likes you. Get away from me. Get out of my house. Like that one episode of SpongeBob where they all leave SpongeBob alone in Bikini Bottom because they want to make SpongeBob feel bad about himself. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to be mocking the people that tried to be president of this country. So we're not going to be focusing on Kamala Harris. We already did that. We're not going to be focusing on Trump in this video. I'll probably do a Trump video in the future. Today, we're going to be focusing on all the losers who ran for president and aren't going to make it, and are X, and are a big no. Like me, I tried out for my elementary school basketball team 3 years in a row. I tried out in 6th grade, I tried out in 7th grade, I tried out in 8th grade, and I didn't make it. I didn't make it in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade because I sucked. I was horrible, okay? I scored 2 points in tryouts. I thought that was pretty good. I was like, yo, I scored 2 points. I should make the team, but I didn't make the team. And I made the wrestling team in high school, and you got to kick some booty there. But let me relax for a little. So the first person I want to talk about is someone who I truly hate. And I don't really hate them. I hate the reaction that other people give to this person. We're, of course, talking about the man himself, Vivek Ramaswamy. Boy, do I despise this guy. And again, it's not because his skin color. It's not because of that. It's because I don't like when people like him. I don't like when people like him try to be cool. I don't like when weird people try to act like they're now a reinvented weird guy. Like I have this friend from high school. His name may or not be Salim, whatever you want to say. But we know you're weird, bro. We know you're weird. Stop trying to put on this cool guy act. Take off the backwards hat, take off the gold chain, stop walking with your pants in a certain way. You're a weird guy. You were the fastest guy in school. Embrace it. Embrace yourself. I'm a weird guy. Embrace it, And I hate when people who are weird and nerds and theater kids and rejects and virgins try to rebrand themselves as, oh, I'm still down to earth. I'm still a cool guy. I'm still a man of the people. But, so I fuck bitches now. I got a girlfriend now. I have Jordans now. Like, no, you don't like Jordan. You're like a fucking Muggsy Bogues fan. Like, wear some Muggsies, stay close to the ground, and stop pretending you're this cool Chad Gigameister. So I don't like it. Now, if he did that one thing, like, listen, Indian people trying to be cool bothers me. There's just the same way when Jewish people try to be cool, it bothers me. There's one cool Jew, and that was Bob Dylan. Everybody else is just pretending. Okay, thank you. Dave Attell is a cool guy. But he's not trying to be cool. You know what I mean? Okay. So I don't like it when Indian people try to be cool. Same way I don't like when Jew people try to be cool. Okay. The main thing that bothers me is a lot of people fell for Vivek Ramaswamy. They fell for this bullshit. First of all, the country is not ready for an Indian president. I think they're ready for one president, and they've already had a black president. They're not ready for an Indian president or an Asian president, Andrew Yang. I think maybe not next election. Election after that, we could possibly have an Asian or an Indian. I think Asian before Indian, but it might be Indian eventually, but it's going to be hard. Okay, so we're going to be going over, people are going over this video. We're going to go over Vivek Ramaswamy. We'll talk about him. Then we'll talk about Jill Stein for a little bit. Then we'll talk about RFK. And then we got a surprise candidate. A surprise candidate that none of you guys probably thought about. I will not be making fun of Cornel West. Dr. Cornel West has my respect. You know, there's some bridges in this country you don't want to cross. You know, swipe or no swiping. You know what I mean. Okay, so let's do a pretend you never heard of Vivek Ramaswamy before. Pretend you never heard of this guy before, and I'm like, hey, this guy is running for president. This is his opening statement for running for president.
That guy was my libertarian rapper alter ego in college.
Disqualified. Anybody who says that was my libertarian rapper alter ego is not allowed to be president. I'm sorry. I'd rather say Trump grab him by the pussy, make him suck my dick. I'm rich. You could say anything. You could say I fucking grab girls' tits. You could say eat guys' assholes. You could say I don't believe in consent. You should say children are the best, best lasagna havers. Whatever you want to say. Best at licking salad. You cannot say my libertarian alter ego rapper. Okay? I don't want to hear raps like, yo, you got no money because money is, I got it. I don't want to hear that shit. All right, I don't want to hear like, yo, you a communist? Well, guess what? We can't share these bars. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit like Karl Marx, more like you're a Karl Farts. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he's saying he was a libertarian rapper. You can't be president. It's not allowed. Listen to this guy.
And I swim in a lake of truth. That's me, Vivek. Yeah.
I don't care if this guy wanted to give free bubblegum to every single kid in the country. I don't want it if he wanted to ban pedophilia. I don't care if he wanted to end racism. I don't care if he wanted any good thing you imagine. I don't care if he wanted to put chocolate in the water fountains in school. I don't care if he wanted Taco Tuesday every day. I don't care if he wanted a pajama day for corporate America. You can't be president if you say these three words.
Korean rapper alter ego in college.
No, I'm not falling for that. People fell for this shit. Look, this is a clip from the Mislabeled podcast. Now, here's some personal history. I actually auditioned to be on the Mislabeled podcast because they lost their co-host. This guy, he lost his co-host, and this guy interviewed me to be on the podcast, right? I did not get the job. He thought I wasn't qualified. He thought I was a loser, and he didn't give me the position. Nice guy, though. I'm not going to disparage him. You know, actually seems like a very nice guy off camera. However, there's a personal vendetta now. So some people fall for that bullshit. These are some of the people. So listen to this. Why is the sound not working? Jesus. See, this is why I'm never going to make it in Hollywood. This is why I never got the audition. It's because of the sound, the tabs. You got to refresh the tabs and refresh the tabs. It's out of control.
It's threatening a tech company, Google.
Yeah. High school.
I was like...
So the question was asked to Vivek, when did you become cool? Because people are actually falling for this shit. So let's see how he answers the question. If someone asked me, hey, Joe, when did you become cool? I said, when did you get hit by a car? When did you get a concussion? When did your mom stop, not give you attention and not breastfeed you as a child? Because first of all, I'm not. Second of all, that's a retarded question to ask.
Here. You obviously appeal to young voters.
Appeal to young voters. He had a 35% unfavorability rating. 35% of the country found him unfavorable and did not like him. But nobody knows about statistics anymore. Nobody knows about stats.
And you're a nationally ranked tennis player, this young, cool.
Young, cool. You think he's a young, cool... First of all, he's old. Second of all, he's not cool. Look at him. He's wearing a plain t-shirt. That's the guy running for president? No. Enough of this everyday shit. I'm not even kidding. If you want to run for president, you can't wear a plain t-shirt ever. Ever.
And you were part of all these, sophisticated... intellectuals.
Were you getting chicks when you were
Fine, this guy cuts stage. Were you getting bitches? Yes or no? And let's see how he answers. Let's go answer. Oh, let's give him a chance.
Yeah, when you were
So
like
high school?
Yeah, high school.
I was like siloed away. I went to all boys high school.
Okay.
Oh, like us.
Okay.
Oh, so you did well for yourself in college?
Let's listen. Okay, slow down. The question was, you did well for yourself in college? Question marks. Now, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people watching this video. Some of you guys got girls in college. Some of you guys didn't get girls in college. Some of you guys get girls now. Some of you guys don't. Some of you ladies are girls. And if you are girls, I love you. Thank you for watching. Especially that one. You know I love you, baby. But let's see how he answers. Because every guy, a guy and a girl, we all have a bullshit detector. And girls have a better bullshit detector than guys. So girls, pretend you're at a college frat party and you're asking this guy, so do you like get girls around here? And he answers this way.
And then college, that probably changed.
Yeah,
a lot of
so you did well for yourself in college?
I would say through my 20s.
It's important.
I would say what? You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything.
I didn't do badly. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. You could see it in his fucking face. He's just lying literally through his teeth. He's literally lying through his teeth.
But I'm very. Things have landed.
He's lucky he has a dimple. He's lucky he has a dimple.
When did they get cool? When did you get?
He's not cool. Why do people think this guy's cool? How do you think this guy's cool? You think this guy's cool? This guy. You want to show it again?
Speak unapologetically. It's Vivek.
This guy is cool.
Cake. I'm not fake, and I swim in a lake of truth.
This is like when me and all my Jewish friends would freestyle rap at our private Jewish high school. What are you talking about? Cool.
Vivek, yeah.
I don't understand people anymore. How do you guys fall for this bullshit? I gotta show one more clip of Vivek, and then we'll move on because there's other people. He's so far the worst one in my opinion. He's like a lesser cool Andrew Yang. At least Andrew Yang, I don't like it when Asian people or Indian people try to be cool. Asian people can be cool. The hypebeast Asians are cool, as opposed to the hypebeast Indians aren't fully there yet. But there are legitimately cool Asian people in this world. So I take that back. There are legitimately cool Asian people. Asian people have the right to be cool. Black people can be cool. A small percent of white people can be cool. A tiny percent of Jewish people. But yeah, Jews and Indians, we can't be cool yet. Lesbians can be cool. Straight girls, I guess some of them is like a small percentage. But yeah, Indians and Jews, we can't be cool yet. We're just not allowed. We're not allowed to be cool. So at least Andrew Yang, the other weird minority candidate, at least he stood for something. At least he was like, I want universal basic income and I want ranked choice voting. At least Andrew Yang actually stood for something as opposed to this loser. What does he stand for? The national anthem? That's all he stands for. So we're going to show one more clip of this guy, then we'll move on. Because I'm going to get pissed. It's pissing me off. Like, this whole thing is pissing me off. I forgot what his video is. I don't know why I have it saved here. Let's see what it is. Oh, this is proof that Indians are really racist towards black people. Where is it? Where is it? This is how every Indian person wants to yell at every black person secretly. Do you see he's looking at him? He's looking at him like, first of all, that finger, oh, that is such a telling finger. That is such a telling finger.
We get a death threat of a man who wants to show up in New Hampshire. Thankfully, the police intervened, got it. The next day.
Imagine he's ordering a sandwich, and this person's taking his order, and this person put pickles on a sandwich when he wanted extra pickles. So he wanted 7 pickles, and he put 6 pickles, and now he's gonna confront him and want a full refund and ask for a better deal. Want to speak to the manager because that's what he does.
Back to back, yes, my wife.
Back to back, my wife. Oh, Indian people love doing this. Bring in the wife.
It's good enough. The next day we wake up. It's 3 a.m.
3 a.m. We're missing a pickle.
From him, he's a security guard saying, Thank God.
My security guard's like, thank God I'm here because I'm gonna shoot this whole fucking place up.
Yeah, because we just got a call. Somebody showed up at their house.
Somebody showed up to the house without a pickle, missing a pickle. I think there's one more part I want to show. You know when somebody, okay, this is it. People who don't curse think that when they curse, it's like making their point, because I don't usually curse, and now I'm cursing. We all know that one person who thinks they're, like, smart for not cursing, like, they're intelligent for not cursing, so when they finally do curse, like, and you made me curse, That's what this guy just did.
On air, I actually don't swear. I did it very intentionally.
I actually don't swear, I did it very intentionally. This guy pisses me off. Okay, that was Vivek. So far, he's the worst presidential candidate so far. I applaud you for running. Good job running. You're never going to be president. Okay, let's move on to a Democrat now, because I don't want people thinking, oh, I'm this way or that way. Let's move on to Joe Stein. I kind of fuck with Joe Stein. I'll be honest, I kind of fuck with Joe Stein because Joe Stein, she runs every year. She's never going to win. She's getting older and older by the minute. Her hair is falling out, but she has a big heart. Jill Stein is the face of marijuana. This is the face of medical marijuana. Now you might be thinking, but isn't Snoop Dogg the face of marijuana? No. Snoop Dogg is the face of weed. This is the face of marijuana. People like this. Jill Stein is your cool aunt. She is your cool aunt. Okay, imagine you're having an argument with your mom because your mom wants to tell you what to wear. Your mom's like, you can't wear that. It's too slutty. Go upstairs and change. I don't care who's going to be there. I don't care who's picking you up. You better change right now or you're not going to the party. And this is what Jill Stein says.
Republicans, for that matter.
Sorry, give me a second.
As a voter, that Democrats own your vote, or Republicans for that matter. The idea that anyone owns your vote is preposterous.
The idea that anybody could tell you what to do with your body is preposterous. It's your body. You're a strong, independent woman, and you can wear whatever the fuck you want. That's the energy that Jill Stein is eradicating here. You know, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't care what this person says. I don't care what this person says. You know, you could do whatever the hell you want. Now, what's funny about Jill Stein is she is putting out hentai-level fan fiction about Trump and Kamala Harris. Let's go to her Instagram page, right? She is putting out, I mean, this is like a picture. Look, it says Harris, Trump, Wall Street, war, genocide. I mean, this is like a picture of Avatar and Katara from The Last Airbender making out. That's what this is. Jill Stein, the presidential candidate, is literally putting out fan fiction of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris making out to make it seem like, oh, they're the same candidate. Anyways, a vote for one is a vote for all, which I low-key agree with type, but it's just funny that, look, they're holding hands. Like, this is something you would see on 4chan. This is something you would see on Reddit. This is something that, like, I would jack off to. And this is Kamala Harris, like, this is the presidential candidate putting it out. It's just hilarious. I mean, her whole Instagram page, it's just your aunt. Jill Stein is your aunt who will smoke, just is high all the time. And probably smokes a cigarette every once in a while, but doesn't want you to know about it. And it's an organic cigarette, and she rolls it herself. I mean, there's a picture of a cat on her Instagram. This is like the gaslighter in chief. I mean, the reason Jill Stein is so funny is because she is just a Facebook mom running for president. I mean, this is something like that my grandma would see, the gaslighter in chief, and like think it's like a direct message from our government. I think this is like professional looking enough to think it's like a flash flood warning. Like she would see this on her phone and be like, oh my God, the gaslighter in chief. And like actually like send it to our family chat, like legitimately concerned that somebody hacked our democracy. It's just hilarious. And like she's like having like she has like a podcast with this hot girl to like it's just so funny. Like Jill Stein is just, she's running every year. She's never gonna win. Look how high she looks. It's just not the look of somebody high, but like you would see her at the family event and you be high also and she be high and you both give each other a look but never actually acknowledge it. That's what Jill Stein is. But she's never gonna win. She's just never going to win. Okay. Now, let's talk about RFK Jr. Where to begin about RFK Jr.? Okay, so this is an easy point to make. I'm gonna make it anyways. His voice is just too annoying to be president, bro. It's just too annoying. The same way Vivek is just too Indian and too not cool to be president. And by the way, if you're Indian and watching this, I love you people. I swear to God, I fuck with you guys. You guys fuck with family, you guys fuck with money, and you guys fuck with having fun. There is a low-key fun side to Indian culture that they're very reserved about. On the outside, they are very serious, but when you actually get to know them a little bit, they love to fucking let loose and live and have a great time. That's why their weddings are 12 days long. They'll be very serious. Like, if you ever negotiate with an Indian person or, like, yell at an Indian person, they could, like, stop and way through and have a joke with you. They're very fun-loving people. So I don't want you to think, and I'm saying this in a bad way, I'm just saying the American people are not ready yet to accept an Indian as president. Okay. And I'm not ready yet to accept RFK Jr. as a president either, because his voice is so annoying. I mean, this is a story. You guys have probably seen this story. It's RFK talking about dumping a bear into the New York City River. I mean, it's the most crazy thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And the craziest part about it is he sounds like the bear. Like, he sounds like how a bear would sound if you gave a bear an injection and let it talk to people, a la Rick and Morty style, and then brought that bear's voice down like 4 octaves. That's how great. And Roseanne Barr is in the side of the video. It's just the craziest video I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, some of you guys might have seen it, but it's literally wackadoo.
I was taking a group of people falconing in upper Goshen, New York, up in the Hudson Valley. A woman in a van in front of me hit her.
I can't even listen to this. Bro, like, why would he want to run for president? You can't even run to the doctor and run to stop smoking. Like, he sounds like he's been smoking bear for 30 years. And I don't mean smoking and eating bear. I mean, like, smoking a fucking bear. Like, you know when you were a kid, you would take, like, oregano and put it in a joint and then, like, smoke it and, like, shove it up your asshole? That's what he sounds like he's doing with bear. Like, it's fucking... It's just crazy. People are fucking crazy. And also, remember Kanye ran for president 2 years ago? And then it came out that Kanye was doing fucking poppers or something. Like, anybody who runs for president is a crazy person. They're all crazy. Oh my God.
A young bear.
A young bear. I love when it says a young bear, like it matters. Like it's a young bear. Like it's so the bear had a future. The bear is going to go to college. People, let me get on topic here. Guys, if you're watching this, don't run for president. It's not a good idea. Don't do it. It's just a crazy thing to imagine. I ran for class president when did I run for class president? I ran for class president when I was in, I think, elementary school, and I got no votes. And nobody voted for me ever. And I talked about this before in the previous episode. And ever since then, I'm done with the whole economic system. So I don't like it. I'm done with it. I mean, I wanted to talk about RFK, but it's just same thing. It's like, what is wrong with him? He's dating Larry David's fake wife from Curb Your Enthusiasm? I don't understand. What does this world come to? I mean, imagine a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where someone meets Larry and he's like, Larry, you're going to meet a Kennedy. And he's like, oh, I got to meet a Kennedy. And then it's RFK. You're like, this isn't a fucking Kennedy. This is a drug addict. But RFK, he dropped out to support Trump and he's just bombing. Like, he just bombs. Like, say you want about Trump, he kills at his rallies. And RFK just like...
A kid named Callie Means.
And Callie
who's been fighting for many years to try to end the corruption at CDC and FDA.
And he's still on this whole COVID thing. Like, bro, COVID was 4 years ago. Like, we know it was a whole government shamble. Like, anyone who says CDC or Dr. Fauci in the past year and a half needs to be shot. That was 4 years ago. They need a bullet. They need a vaccine to their brain.
USDA.
This guy's bombing, bro. All right. Honestly, I thought I was going to talk more about RFK, but that whole Vivek thing, just pissed me off, bro. It just pissed me off. So there was one funny guy, like a low-key sleeper that ran for president. I was fuck Ron DeSantis. He's a loser, anyways. There's this one random guy, Perry Johnson, who ran for president. And it's just so funny. I don't know why. It's like Jerry Jones. It's like Jerry Jones running for president. This is like your rich uncle, basically. I mean, look at his just Oxycontin face. Like, look at his just a high on painkillers ass face. Look at his like dentist or like orthopedic face. Fucking laughing ass face. Just the most fucking like plastic surgery. Oh my god.
Simple question.
One simple question.
Are Americans better off today than they were 4 years ago?
No, 4 years ago, you guys were complaining you were in lockdown. The government was eating you. This is why I love politics, but I hate it at the same time. Because people are just so stupid when it comes to this stuff. And I'm not above this. If you're watching this video, you're probably like, yo, this guy's uninformed. He's an idiot. He's a moron. And like, I type agree with you. So it's like, I'm not exempt when I say this. People are so stupid when it comes to politics. It literally makes me want to shit my pants. Like, this guy is trying to make a case for Trump. He's like, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? He's saying, are you better off with Joe Biden than you were 4 years ago? But 4 years ago was literally, when did this come out? This came out 1 month ago. So 4 years ago was literally April 2020, the peak of the pandemic, and people were complaining that they were shut down falsely and that people are also dying in the street. So like, yeah, we're better off now than we were 4 years ago by any fucking metric. If you think COVID was real or COVID was a lie, unless you're like, I don't know, Andrew Tate, like, was he big in COVID? Like, who got big in 2020? Mr. Beast? Like, I guess Mr. Beast was better off 4 years ago. Like, unless you're one of these hustler guys who got rich during 2020, yeah, I'm better now than I was 4 years ago, I'd say. My dick's bigger now. Like, I guess I don't know. Like, yeah.
And I'm going to ask you one simple question.
Who are you? All right. Thank you so much for watching. This was the Joe Levy experiment. If you like this video, just leave a comment. I read every single comment. I respond to every comment. Just please leave a comment. It's all I ask for. Not even subscribe. I just want to talk to the people, see what you guys have to say. Tell me how far along you made it to this video. Well, I guess if you're watching now, you made it the whole way. But thank you so much, and have a good day.